Alrighty guys, so now that we have this awesome app developed, the next thing I want to show you guys how to do is add an app icon. So if you run the simulator, alright, there it is. Now, if we want to see the icon, then what you would normally do is you would just normally press the home button on your iPhone, but of course, the simulator doesn't have all the hardware controls. So what you can do to resemble that is go to Hardware, Home, and this will resemble clicking the home button. Takes you right there. Now, of course, the default icon for this is just a stupid one that iOS gave you. It kind of looks like a weird grid looking spider web. We obviously want to design our own custom app icon. So what you typically want to do is you want to design this in any photo editor program, Photoshop, anything like that. And you want to make it square, and you want to save it as a ping. Now, if you want to go ahead and do that right now with your own custom logo on it, go ahead. But what I did before this tutorial is I just uploaded a bunch of default ones on my forum to save you guys some time. So if you go to my website and go to forum, and then you go down to a section called iOS Development Swift, what I did is I put them all in this thread called Example App Icons from Tutorials. So you can click that, and here they are. So again, I said make sure that you have all of your designs as a square, and the reason that I say this is because some people try to develop them like design them with rounded corners, but your iOS system is going to round the corners by default. So it's going to look weird if you round the corners and then it rounds them too. It looks like distorted and messed up. Now another thing you're probably wondering is, okay, why did you give me like 5 different ones right here, all of different sizes? Well, you need different sizes because devices, the different Apple devices, iPad, the different versions of the iPhone, they all display different resolution icons. Of course, the higher resolutions are with the newer models. So Apple makes you pretty much add very specific sizes, and you can just copy mine. 180, 120, 87, 80, and 58. These are all the pixels. So there you go. You can just download all mine or make them your own. And another thing I want to mention before, I know I'm going kind of off on a tangent here, but if you guys have any questions about anything iOS related, or if you just want to, discuss, look for tips, then you can go ahead and post them on this forum. And also, all of the source code from these tutorials, whenever we start coding, I put it on the forum for you guys so you guys can just watch the tutorial and copy it if you want. And another thing, this drives me nuts. Whenever you're making a new post, be like, okay, question about iOS, and you're posting source code, please use this button and post your source code in here. When you just post it regularly, it looks really dumb. So this is a source code button, post it in there. All right, so go download all of those images. And what was I talking about? Now that we have them downloaded, how do we add them to our Xcode project? Well, what we need to do is we need to open up this file right here, images.xcassettes, whatever it's called. Now, once we have that, what we need to do is in this left column, select app icon. Now, if you're looking and say, okay, these are all the spots, obviously, where I have to drag in those icons that I just downloaded. I have mine open right there. But look at this. If I select one of these, it says 29 point, 40 point, 60 point. Oh crap, I just developed all of mine in pixels. How am I supposed to convert point to pixels? Well, it's kind of stupid that they just write the point value instead of the pixel value. But if you ever want to know how many pixels belong in each one, and this is I don't want to say it's a fun game, but it's pretty fun. You take the points, which is 29, and you multiply it by this little, the range. So 29 times 2 is 58. So 58 pixel by 58 pixel icon goes in here, and we won. And if you ever try to drag one that doesn't fit, for example, if you ever try to 29 times 3 is obviously not 58, so if you try to jam it in there, you're going to get this little error right there. So now we can just go ahead and say remove selected items. What is 29 times 3? Well, it's 87. What about this one? 40 point times 2 means you need an 80 pixel by 80 pixel. 40 point times 3 means that you need 120. 60 times 2, 120, and 60 times 3, 180. So now we have all of those designs, and this should look good on every device. We now have a cool little icon for it. So if we want to test it out, then what we can do is we can go back. Actually, we don't even need to go back, but I'm going to go back to my main storyboard and just run this bad boy again. And there's my simulator. So now we can go to hardware, click the home button, and check it out. So again, this is going to work on every device. And well, that's it. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. And like I said, if you guys have any questions about any tutorials, or if you want any of the source code in the future, go to my forum and ask. I'm on there all the time. So yeah, see you guys later.